around.
All right. Okay. You were in your nappies then.
Yeah, I was
when all that was on the TV.
I was like, how big is this dunda? How big is this dunda? That's what I was doing.
How big is his dunda?
How big is his dunda?
Feedback from our speakers.
Nah, you sound fine. You sound great.
Thank you.
That's okay. Well, yeah. We'll just jump straight in then.
Total obvious comedy.
Total obvious comedy. I know. I thought of that name last year, and I thought that's a good idea. But then I realised there's not much I could do with it after that. But just total obvious comedy. Here we are. It's my first podcast of this year. I've been on other podcasts, but not ran my own this year until now. Because
you got nothing else to do. There's no gigs.
I know. Well, so I know you've been podcasting a lot.
I try and do one week every week.
Yeah, that was my plan for this. That took 6 months not to get one out. But okay, I mean, I gotta introduce you as the 2017 UK pun off champion.
Yeah, 2017 feels like such a long time ago.
The weird thing is, I think I mentioned this, that I was actually in the audience that night,
watching
you, and little did I know that we'd be here today.
That's crazy.
And then we've even performed together as well. We've been on the same bill together.
Yeah, that was the first time I met you. That was during lockdown in the summer.
Yeah, when we had that little window of freedom.
Yeah, that little window. Yeah, outdoor gigs were still happening. Yeah. Where was it? In Belpow, I believe, Derby.
Oh, it's somewhere with a really shit road to get there.
But I think it was in Belpow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lovely part of the country.
Yeah, it's a nice part of the country. Horrible to drive down, but nice part of the country, though. But how long have you actually been doing stand-up for?
So I've been doing it for almost, probably 15, 16 years now. Do we count the Corona year? I really don't know. I think I'll cross that one out. So we'll say 15.
15.
Long time.
So what made you start? I mean, because, it's not really a thing a brown guy does, is it? So
yeah. I mean, normally we become a doctor or a dentist or something like that, which I have never had the qualifications to become one.
Of course.
My brain's not tuned enough to do that. But yeah, I've always had a passion for comedy.
Yeah.
Since I was young, I've loved comedy programs, sitcoms, and Goodness Gracious Me, stuff like that. I think Goodness Gracious Me was one of the first things I saw, and I was like, I want to do that.
That was because those of you who don't know, Goodness Gracious Me, that was in the late 90s? Yeah.
Yes, it was 90s.
Yeah, I mean, I was only a child then. I mean, I don't know how old
you probably wasn't even around.
I wish
you weren't around, were you?
Yeah, I was. I was born 91, so I was around.
All right. Okay. You were in your nappies then.
Yeah, I was.
When all that was on the TV.
I was like, how big is this dunda? That's what I was doing.
How big is his dunda?
How big is his dunda?
Yeah, so I've always been into it. Decided to start comedy, but I didn't know how to find stand-up course. I didn't know where to look.
Yeah.
And it kind of fell on me, shall I say.
Oh, right.
Out of the blue. Signed up, did a course.
Yeah.
And then kind of stuck with it. Obviously, sets changed. Personas changed over the years. I think I finally found my voice.
Because you're known in the comedy world for your puns, and
yeah,
as you asked me if I wanted to take part in UK pun.
Yeah, in the UK pun off,
and I sent you some puns, and you, in a nice way, told me that they were shit.
You're not ready for the puns, are you? Really? That's not your style, anyway, is it, Tharun?
It's not my thing to do puns, but what was it? I heard a pun today. A punish joke. What do you call a woman who sets fire to her debts?
Don't know.
Bernadette.
Bernadette.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, there it is. Bernadette. Where did you see that?
Oh, I was on TikTok.
TikTok's taking over, my friend.
TikTok's the future.
It is the future.
Yeah, I mean, if you could do more than 1 minute videos, I'd be podcasting on TikTok. But
well, you can always put a snippet of this on your page.
Oh yeah.
And put hashtag podcast.
Yeah, podcasting.
Podcasting, Karda. He's doing the podcasting.
Oh, what is this podcasting? Oh, podcasting the lagda.
Non-Punjabi speakers are going, what? What is he on about?
Yeah, what are these two twats talking about?
Basically, we're just doing impressions of our parents in utter disgrace of Tharun's podcast.
I mean, I can speak a little bit of Punjabi.
Just a little bit.
I mean, I can say enough. I can speak enough to piss off someone in Punjab that I don't speak enough.
Everyone can do that. All the swear words.
Oh yeah, of course. When I saw you at the Pun Championship, you called yourself the Punjabi Warrior.
What a sick name! Because it was held in a boxing ring.
Yeah.
That year. And I thought I was going to have Punjabi anyway.
Of course.
But then I thought Punjabi, as in a jab. Come on. Punjabi Warrior. I should have just won on that title. I should have just walked in the ring and went, I'm the Punjabi Warrior. Right, stop the show.
Yeah, end it there.
This guy's just smashed it. Yeah, here's the belt or crown or whatever it is they give you now.
It was getting... I remember that because when it got to the final, it was you and the other guy. And it was just like, literally like, now I think of another pun, now another pun and another pun. I was like, I just said that like, with my mates, like, how are these guys thinking of this? I mean, you saw my limited skills on puns, but you guys just like going at each other.
It was a real battle at the end, I found.
It got intense.
It got really intense. I don't know if you could tell from my face, but I was actually pissed off. I wanted it to end. Could you tell? Because I was pissed off, man. I was like, what is going on?
You look shattered by the end of it.
I was like, oh, come on, guys. But I think what it was, the audience, they were just loving it.
It was good.
They did not want the show to end, and I think it actually went overtime.
Yeah, you could tell. I think even the MC at the time was like, "God, we need to wrap this one up now."
The MC was like, "Yeah, we need to finish this off." It got that bad. We actually ended up getting 2 people into the ring. 2 kids. Do you remember that? They started pulling out topics. Then they go, the bucket's empty. There's no more topics left.
Yeah.
Right. Somebody shouted out freestyle. Freestyle. Then we just dropped any pun, regardless of the topic. Because in the pun championships, we all get topics. We have to pun on them. We have to write about 4, I think, per topic. So we got like 12 topics.
Yeah.
So we had to write, 3 or 4 puns for them. And they were all done, completely done. They didn't even go back to the old ones. They were like, freestyle. And I was like, oh my God. But the pun I did, I generally thought of it.
What, at
the one I finished on.
Well, that was like, just pull that out your arse and here's a
pun.
No,
I wrote it ages ago. I've never heard that joke being done. And then, obviously, I think, like, because I got reviewed by, what they're called now. I forgot the name of the website. What's that website? Not Chortle. There's another one. Beyond the Joke, I think it is. Beyond the Joke.
So I'm just sorting my lighting out.
Yeah, sort your light out. You're going to have to edit this bit.
I don't really edit it a lot. I just kind of keep it all in.
Oh, do ya?
Yeah, no, the thing is, I was noticing I was looking quite fair.
So look at me, I look red. I've got these box lights up here. 2 box lights are shining on my face. I've got the central heating on in the back. And I'm in a box room and I'm boiling.
Oh, I thought you were just in a room that said Total Obvious Comedy in there.
There you go. Look at that.
You know what? I need to learn how to do that.
You just basically need to buy a green screen.
Yeah.
What you can do, you can make one yourself. I've actually got the material. If you want it, I'll give it to you.
Oh, nice.
I brought another one of these. I mean, you can't see it. If I move it about a bit, you see that?
Oh, yeah,
There's my radiator.
Yeah.
Just throw it up. Yeah, or you can get one. It's very expensive, though. And it's like you pull it out like that.
Oh, those types. The professional
Yeah, they
types.
are expensive. I don't know if you want to invest money in that. But then you just need good lighting in your room.
Yeah, a bit of lighting.
Shine behind you.
A bit of lighting goes pretty well.
I mean, we don't know how long this is going to last, do we?
What? Lock down all this podcast.
Have you released any episodes?
Yeah, last year I released loads, and then I was like, I'm podcasting, yard. And then after
podcasting,
I'm podcasting, and then I just suddenly got really busy with doing online gigs. I just got really busy doing that, and then
right.
and then every, you know, when it's like, I was like, okay, I'll start the podcast again. I'll start it again. And then I just never got around to it. And then I thought, who could help me get this back up and running? I need
yourself.
I know.
Me.
But yeah, what was we were saying? Yeah, we were talking about how you stopped. So you're known for puns now, but how were you to begin with? What was your kind of?
I used to do stories.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I used to do observational stories. Oh god, I can't remember half of them now. Just stuff that relates to me, you know.
Yeah.
Being single, because then I was single.
Yeah.
Being single, trying to find a girl.
Yeah.
Stuff about work, if I can remember vaguely. But what I noticed was my stories weren't very strong.
No.
But I had good lines in them. So I decided to just do the good one-liners in my set. I started watching one-liner comics.
Yeah.
And then I straight away fell in love with Stephen Wright.
Okay.
I became a big Stephen Wright fan. And there's a lot of one-liner comedians out there. Simon Lomas.
Yes.
I spoke to him and I said, you was inspired by Stephen Wright. And he was like, yep. It's because Stephen Wright was very deadpan.
Yeah.
He used to keep a straight face, you know, and he used to have great jokes, great one-liners. And what I loved about him was they were very clever.
Yeah.
Very clever jokes. Like my favorite one, I think it's my all-time favorite one-liner joke, and it's his. And that is, there's a thin line between fishing and standing on the shore like an idiot. That is a great, I love that joke. It's my favorite joke.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, that's a great joke. So yeah, then I started doing his style, started doing deadpan, started writing more one-liners. Yeah. And then I was doing that for a good couple of years. And then Darren Harriott, who you know.
Yes.
He said to me, he goes, you need to do your act, but be yourself. Yeah. And he said it to me a few times, but we was actually at Leicester in the comedy festival, in a gig for, what's Adam something? Oh, what's that pub called now? Shipper Falls?
I don't know.
That could be the name of the comedy club, Shipper Falls, but it's in Leicester anyway.
Yeah.
And he was there, Darren, and he goes to me, he goes, right, you're going to do it tonight. I go, what? He goes, you're going to do your set, but you have to be yourself.
Yeah.
No deadpan. I was like, all right. So I got up and I did it. I was like, I was shaking, man.
Yeah.
It's like I was having a breakdown because I couldn't. And then, because I was doing my jokes, being myself, trying to be myself, and not doing it in a deadpan way, I was listening back to the jokes myself and going, these jokes are ridiculous, man. These are like, did you really? Then I started laughing, going, you know, like, no, God, I started doing that laughing thing.
Yeah.
And then since then, I just started doing, how I do. As you know, you've seen me.
Yeah, because when I saw you live, you laugh during your actual set because you find. I mean, it's weird. 'Cause it's like you're finding your own stuff funny. You know,
it's a bit big-headed.
Yeah, I'm so hilarious.
I'm so hilarious. This is absolutely hilarious. I think, it's funny you say that because I generally think some of my jokes are the dad jokes. Majority of them are dad jokes. But when I listen back to it, I think that is actually quite funny. So that I'll just start laughing. And I think it kind of puts a ripple effect across the audience.
Yeah.
Especially when I do like really dark jokes.
Oh yeah, you do it, and then you laugh about it afterwards.
or a bit like, we'll say borderline racism.
Of course.
But there's always a reason why I do them jokes. And then I think people kind of like relax and go, yeah, this guy's laughing. We should be laughing. We'll do it as well.
What is it? Before the second big lockdown, I did a gig in Leicester, and I was making a joke about Asians and everything, and then as you do, and then I picked up this flag because they had all flags going on there for some reason. It looked like a bit of a rally, to be fair, with all the British flags there. So I picked one up and went, "Oh, why have we got these?" And this woman just went, "It's cool. It says drinks on it. Can't you read English?" And I went, "So what?" And this one guy went, "That's racist." And she goes, "No, he's making Indian jokes, so it's all right to say that." I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's all right for me to say it, not you.
Do you know what? It's funny you say that because when I met you and you were on stage, I think you got this little bit where you talk about, I might get it wrong, but somewhere like it's a pub and it's going to be converted into a mosque or a temple. Have you got some kind of joke like that? It's a quick line. It'll be converted in.
Oh, yeah, because I talk about how Asians invade by moving in, and then I always say this pub's going to be a curry house by next year.
That's
or something.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know when you said that, because I was sat right at the back.
Yeah.
There was a table on my left, and I think you probably remember them because they're absolutely drunk.
Yeah.
One of the guys went, "Never in a million years," and you never heard that.
Oh,
and we were.
didn't hear that.
You didn't hear it. We were proper laughing.
So I thought you were laughing at my jokes. Didn't know you laughed at my racist heckle.
So, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. I know what you mean. So, yeah.
Well, you got to make fun of it, though, ain't you? Can't help it. We can't hide from it.
That's true. That's true. You got to break the barrier somehow.
But that's why it's like, because, you know, you mentioned Goodness Gracious Me earlier. I suppose that, in a sense, they did kind of break the barrier at the start, you know, with because they had the joke, their famous was it go for an English, you know.
Yeah.
I have the blandest thing on the menu.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just things like that. I mean, unfortunately, the weird thing is you don't see a lot of that stuff now. You see it then, but you don't see it now.
That's true. There hasn't been any other show since Goodness Gracious Me, apart from the Kamars of 42.
Yeah, but that was kind of
maybe Citizen Khan, but I just found Citizen Khan was like, dude, this is the 90s stuff, man.
Yeah, Citizen Khan seemed a bit dated for its time in a weird sort of way.
In a weird way, yeah, it was. And I don't think there was anything else since then, really.
No, nothing to show the Asian comic, to show that Asians are funny. nothing to portray it. I mean, we've got Ramesh Ranganathan now. He's just kind of represent. And his mum. They kind of represent all of us here, don't they?
They're representing the whole Asian community.
Yeah, just got them. Yeah, they'll do.
But then you got Guz Khan's one.
Oh, Guz Khan's. Oh, Man Like Mobeen.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I love that show.
Which is good. Yeah, that's a really good show.
Yeah, because whereabouts are you from? Like, don't say like, oh, from the village in Punjab. No, whereabouts?
What, from? In the UK, you mean?
Yes. I worded it so badly.
You're not in Africa.
No.
Birmingham. Birmingham.
Yeah, I thought so from the accent. And because the thing is I liked about Man Like Mobeen, because if you go around Birmingham, you actually see guys like that. You actually see them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You see the bros in there, innit?
The bros, what's up, bro?
You know what I'm saying, any bros?
In the bro.
In the bro. Do you get them kind of bros in Leicester?
We do. The bros have come over to Leicester.
Have they?
Yeah, we've got a few bros knocking about. And
a couple of bros and that.
A couple of bros in Leicester and down Derby ends, innit, fam?
Down Derby. Down the road, innit, brother?
Down the road, innit, bro? Gonna just jump in my Astra, innit?
Jumping my Astra.
But no, that's what we've got. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love a show like that to come back though.
Oh yeah.
Honestly.
Like a goodness gracious sketch show. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to be in it.
Yeah.
BBC, if you're listening.
If anybody's casting anyone at the moment.
I actually, because when I started comedy, that was the first thing I was doing, was writing my own sketches.
Okay. So
Desi sketches, shall we say?
The Desi sketches.
And a lot of them are like true. Like, I'll give you an example. So one was when I passed my driving, like 18, 19. Yeah. So I had my car and I was driving with my mum. And there's one part of the of an area in Birmingham which is majority Afro-Caribbean.
Yeah.
My mum was like, "Lovdev, close your doors and your windows." And I was like, "Why?" I knew what she was getting at. I was like, "Why, mum?" And she was like, "There's too many black people here, right?"
I shouldn't laugh at that.
And then I went, "Mum, what are you talking about?" I said, "You were born in Kenya." I think people would find it funny. First, they'll be like, "Whoa," but then there's a little twist at the end, which is true. Is what happened.
That's how you get them.
That's how you get them. That's how you get them. I got another one, right? So Sikh priest, we call him a Gyanni. Yeah. And this happened at my nan's funeral.
Nan's funeral, you start laughing already.
In a house, he was reading the Bible. I think he was reading like Short Circuit. He was going, Johnny Five is alive. Oh, Johnny Five.
Oh, Johnny Five.
But I think people would find that one offensive.
I think some people wouldn't know what to do with that one. I don't know.
That would never be aired on BBC Asian Network.
That would get Ofcom straight away. They'd be like, "No, we're not having this."
They'll be like, "No," because when I did Asian Network Live.
Yes.
Back in just after I won the Pun Championships in 2017, and it was all filmed in Wolverhampton. And I got some jokes. You probably heard them already. There's a few that's like, okay. And I did them on stage, and people are like, "This is the audience reaction."
Well, what jokes were there? You got to tell us a joke now.
They didn't put it in my set.
They didn't put it in?
Nah.
Well, they actually edited stuff out of your own set.
Oh, yeah. They edited it.
Bastards.
Because at one point, I froze, Tharun.
Oh, right.
I froze on stage.
Oh, they've got to edit that out.
What happened was I rejigged my whole set.
Yeah.
So I didn't stick to my club set. I kind of thought, right, let me do this bit, then I'll do that bit. And I wasn't even meant to do the dark stuff, but I ended up doing it. So like halfway through, I got stuck on a joke. I was like, what comes after that? I forgot. And I was there like that. And it felt like I was there for almost 2 years, standing there.
So was it mostly an Asian crowd?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was 99% Asian in Wolverhampton. Yeah.
To be honest, I'd actually be nervous performing in front of an Asian crowd because
they judge you.
Yeah, that's literally it. Because I did one gig in I think it was Nottingham, and it was all white crowd, but there was like one Asian woman sitting there, and I was doing all my normal set, the old like, "Oh mate, I'm going hello, darling," all that stuff, and then the crowd's loving it, and she's the only one. She's literally just sitting there like. As if like I'm selling out the people. She was the only one who didn't even flinch, and even her mate was laughing next to her but looked awkward. So
that's the one you try not to look at it.
You literally like carry on. But when so the thing is that when you're on stage and you see someone who's not laughing, once you spotted them, you can't stop looking at them.
That's right. And then because you want to see them laugh or smile.
Yeah, I will.
It becomes like a challenge.
I will get something out of you.
Yeah.
So, but she didn't laugh at anything. Nothing on my whole set.
And I bet she come up to you afterwards and went, I really loved your set. You were great.
No, I think she just walked off afterwards. So I was done. She just got up and left. She was like, forget this. Not for me.
You know, when I was in Leicester,
Yeah.
so the last actual Leicester Festival,
Yeah.
the one that happened,
Oh, yeah.
I did a solo show in the LCB depot,
Yeah.
and there was a majority were Asian that came to see me,
Yeah.
and there was an auntie with a son,
Oh.
like a proper auntie, right? So I started ripping into him, going, "Auntie's coming to look for a girl for you," and
Oh, dear. So to embarrass this poor kid.
Bless him. He had a bug and everything. I thought, this guy's Sharif, man.
So he's legit.
He's legit. Like legit. As in legit. Is that
legit,
a joke?
legit. Oh, I didn't know, but now we've made it legit.
You
Legit.
made a pun.
I made a pun. I made a pun. Legit.
That's a proper pun that no one's going to get.
I know. But a few Punjabi guys like, oh yeah, it's quite good, that one.
He's legit.
It's legit.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Didn't even know it. So
That's a great pun. Yeah, man. So, what? Any other questions you need?
it sounds like a job interview. So where I see myself in 5 years.
Tell us what you're going to bring to our company. What will make it better?
What is your biggest weakness? Is it the fact you can't say weakness? I mean, what I would say, I know you've kept busy with podcasting through lockdown. I mean, hey, here's a good thing. It's a good question. Making out that I've not planned anything. But it's like, you've been doing some online gigs and everything. Have you been and all that?
Yeah. Well, the only one, to be honest, I've done is the UK Pun-Off show that we do.
Yeah.
Every Sunday night, 7 p.m.
Yeah. Which I will one day get on.
One day.
One day when
with
I've got
legit pun.
Legit pun. The thing is, you'll know my set before I even go on, because I'll be like messaging you, going, "Oh, what do you think of this one?"
I'll be laughing before you say the punchline.
Like, oh, yeah, he's gonna do the legit one now.
He's gonna do the legit. He do the legit. Go on, do the legit. Yeah, that's all I've been doing. I did one other show, which was like complimation. It's kind of like, it's a bit weird. It was like a quiz show, shall I say, kind of, where we did a little 5-minute set. Other than that, I haven't really. I think it's because I'd rather have an audience. Yeah. In front of me.
Yeah, you could do all the online stuff. You could do all the online stuff, but nothing beats having an actual audience in front of you where you can actually interact with them. And I mean, do you think that obviously when lockdown eventually ends and we eventually have an audience in front of us, do you think the online stuff will continue, or do you think that will just fade away?
I think it will probably hang around for a little bit, but there won't be as many.
Yeah. I mean,
it's a tough call, because I don't know about you, I'd rather be on stage than doing a live gig via Zoom.
I mean, I think most comics would be the same. They feed off that buzz of being on the audience, being the audience. But I think it might stick around in some shape or form. It won't be as big as it is now. There won't be as many of them. But I think some people might just do it for to try out some new stuff, and
without leaving your house.
Yeah, that's it. Just a few lazy people like, I'll do that.
I like the concept that what is it, the Comedy Cavern in London?
Well, what they've got?
Comedy Cavern, isn't it? They do an online comedy show, but they've got an actual audience.
Oh yes, I know that
in a
one.
pub, and the screen comes down like this. I'm sure you've done it, haven't you?
No, I think I'm booked to do it, but I haven't done it.
When are you doing it?
I don't know. They said they'll let me know.
They said they'll let you know.
Yeah, I said they've already got a brown comedian on, so We'll
You
come
don't
back
want two
to.
brown comedians.
I know. To be fair, sometimes when I see I'm on a set and I see there's another brown guy on it, I have some part of me just goes, "Fuck's sakes." I want to stand
Oh, the
out.
day you met me, you thought, oh, God. Lovdev's doing it as well.
Yeah, this guy.
And he's Punjabi.
Punjabi. Bloody hell. Literally everything here. No,
I'll tell you a funny story, actually.
Go on.
And I don't think you've heard this because it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I was gigging in the Comedy Store in London.
Yeah.
And Paul Chaudry was on.
Oh, right. Brilliant.
Yeah. And this was Valentine's Day. I remember it. It was Valentine's Day. Paul goes to me, he basically said, "You've come again, you cunt." There was another guy there named Jason Cook.
Yeah.
He goes to me, so Paul was on stage. No, Paul was waiting, watching the show, and Jason goes, "I'll give you £1,000, right? If you go on stage and say, 'What's happening, white people?'" And in my head, I was going, "Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't even do it. Don't think about doing it. Don't do it." Because I was like the middle spot, open spot.
Yeah.
So I was on before Paul.
Yeah.
And I got up and I went, "What's happening, white people?"
Oh, shit. In his tone of voice as well.
Paul, right? I could see him on the corner of my eye because he was watching me.
Yeah.
And then he just went whoosh. He shot off like a bullet. He went like that. He went running.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And then a few people laughed. I think one or two people laughed.
Yeah.
Because they got it straight away.
Yeah.
They knew I wasn't Paul Chaudry, but they were like,
now, what is this?
So I come off stage. Oh my God. Paul was fuming.
Really?
He was going mad in the green room. He's going, "I can't believe you did that, man." He goes, "Nah, man, you shouldn't have done that, man. That's taking the piss and this and that." And he was swearing at me. He goes, "You're lucky I know you because I would have fucking punched your face in." And I was like, "Oh,
shit." I don't know.
And then he goes, "These fucking gore made you do it." He goes, "These fucking gore." He goes, "I know." He goes, "I know they made you do it. I know they made..." He was absolutely fuming. Then he goes to me. He goes, "I don't know if they're going to book you again. I don't know." So I went to the back. I hope Paul is listening to this. I went to the back. This is after the gig. Actually, Paul smashed me to pieces. Because when he went on stage, the first line he said was, he goes, "There's two of us, but you came to see me." And I was like, "You cunt."
Oh,
but
shit.
he smashed it like like that, and I was like, "Man, this dude's too good."
He's one of the best out there.
He's one of the best. After the show, I went up. I saw the show manager. I saw one of the producers. I was like, "Look, I'm really sorry. I had a little dare, but for some reason, but I could tell that they were loving it.
Yeah,
but you could see on their faces, but they were going, 'No, you shouldn't have done that, though.'" Not someone else's material, you know. But I knew they were loving it inside. Yeah. But this is the funniest thing I heard. It spread. So the whole comedy circuit knew about this.
Oh, shit.
I was getting messages. "Yo, I heard what he did to Paul Chaudry. That's hilarious." This and that. And then everyone was going, Are you the geezer that did Paul Chaudry?" They were loving it. And then what I heard was, which was even funnier, the next day, there was some kind of Polish act or a Russian act.
Yeah.
And he got up on stage before Paul. Guess what he said? He goes, "What's happening, English people?"
I didn't know Paul was such a diva. But
Paul's a diva.
Yeah, he's a diva. But
he's a nice guy, though.
Yeah.
I've met Paul a few times. He's very supportive and stuff like that. I think he was just annoyed.
The fact he shot
I'll never
off.
forget it. Like, you could see him there, like, that's him there, yeah, he's watching, yeah.
Yeah.
Then it was whoosh. You're like, "Oh, okay, I've pissed him off." He's angry. Paul is angry.
So if I've ever,
have you met Paul?
I've not met Paul, so
He's very short as well. Paul is, but he's got a good look on him now, and he's got the whole.
Oh yeah, he's gone like because I remember years ago he used to look quite standard Indian dude, didn't he?
When he started, he was a standard Indian dude. You're right.
That's it. But now it's because he's got the beard, he's got like the fashionable hairstyle.
He's got a great set of hair.
Oh yeah,
He's got his wicked hairstyle going on. But yeah, man, fair play to Paul. He's a good lad.
He's representing the Punjabis out there.
Mm. And he's a comedy store act. So
that's it.
What more can you say?
If anything, that makes our chances even less because they've already got a Punjabi guy now. So I mean, they're not going to have more than one. Oh no, but it's a funny one. But yeah, I don't think he's done anything online from what I've seen. He just
Paul's doing his videos, isn't he?
Yeah, he does his normal videos and everything.
He does his little videos on Instagram and stuff like that. I'm sure he's on TikTok as well.
Oh yeah, no, I follow him on Instagram. He's always posting some shit on Instagram.
Yeah,
yeah. But enough about Paul. Enough about him.
How long is this show? It's all about Paul Chaudry.
I know. It's like just banging on about. Just think about his bloody fan club or something. But here's a question though. If you were to have an Asian comic headline on your show, and you had a choice between Paul, Guz Khan, and Ramesh Ranganathan, who would you go for?
Ramesh.
So you're gonna do Paul again? You're gonna do him dirty again on that?
I think I'd have Ramesh because I met him at the after party in Leicester Festival.
Another name drop there, yep.
Yep. Another Leicester drop.
Another Leicester drop.
Yeah, I met Ramesh there, and he was that was when I won the pun championships. Right. And he was like, "You're loved." Yeah. So we was chatting for ages. Like, he was like really supportive, going like, "Well done," and that.
So was he there?
Yeah, he was at the after party.
Oh, the after party. Because I didn't see him in the audience.
Yeah, I think I'd have Ramesh. Yeah, because he's sound. He's a sound dude.
Because he was nice to you and didn't threaten you.
He didn't threaten me.
No.
I don't think he would probably punch my face in.
No.
If I did want to, but he hasn't got any lines. But saying that, Paul's dropped that. What's happening, white people? He's dropped it. He doesn't do it anymore.
Well, after
I wonder why.
Yeah, after you decimated.
Because I'm doing it on the circuit. What's happening, white people?
That's it. So if I'm ever on a set with Paul, I'm going to come up there and say, "What's happening, white people?"
Don't even do it. Don't do it.
I know. I'm not. I'm still new in the game. I don't want my career ending straight.
Don't do what's happening, white people. You maybe say it in Punjabi. Might be funnier for him. Okay, that's it. Then okay, hal chal goria, and that's it. He'll laugh, and then because the audience will be like, "What? Hey,
what's this knocking about here?" I don't know. So you've been around for, by the sound of quite a while, and
yeah.
I
been around for a while. I was skinny when I started this, mate.
The glamour of comedy, eh?
I didn't have a beard. My beard was dark. I didn't have this streak. That says it all.
When we met,
look where I am now.
When we met, I had a man bun.
And you did, yeah.
Yeah, I did, yeah. I actually had to cut my own hair on the weekend.
Yeah, I cut my own hair as well.
It's scary, isn't it?
It's all right. You can do it, man. Yeah, no one's going to look at your hair and go, "Oh, look at that line. Yeah, it's terrible."
At the front, it looks okay, but the back is horrendous. So, it's just.
So, what made you cut your pony off?
I just thought it was time. I was like, I recently turned 30, and I was like, you can't be in your 30s having a hairstyle that someone who's turned 21 would have. So.
There's loads of people your age with long hair.
I know. It was one of those that when I cut it off, I did kind of miss it for a bit. And,
you were going for the new look. New man, new look.
That's it. And but then when I went for this new look, suddenly the barber's all closed. So I couldn't maintain this new look. But now the problem is, because my hair now, from having a man bud, it doesn't grow. You know, when your hair grows out, it goes down.
Yeah.
Mine just goes straight out.
Right.
So when I don't cut it for a while, it looks like I've got a really shit afro. So that's why over the weekend I was like, I need to sort this shit out. Cut my own hair. But
it's like you got loads of electric around your head.
That's it. It's like
sticks out like that.
Like a crap Wolverine. But no. Okay. We'll call it on that one actually, because I like to keep it short and sweet.
That's sweet. That's sweet.
But so, Lovdev, if people wanted to find you, if they wanted to stalk you, if they wanted to look you up and say, who was the guy who ripped on Paul Chaudry and went on to win the UK Punch Championships in 2017, where would they find you?
Well, they can find me online on Facebook. Type my name in, Lovdev Barpaga. Just spell it right.
You know what? This is going to make me sound like a coconut. I was sitting there earlier like, how the fuck do you say his surname? Is it
it's actually, it's pronounced Barpaga.
I'm not going to say that.
I say Barpaga.
Yeah, you got to say Barpaga.
I'm Barpaga. Lovdev Barpaga.
Lovdev Barpaga.
Lovdev Barbados. That's why I say Lovdev Barbados.
Ah, there it all
in
makes
my
sense
set.
now. Yeah.
But my friends actually do call me Dave. Lovdev. Because when I moved into my area, which was predominantly white, they were like, what's your name? I was like, Lovdev. They were like, Lovdev. And I went, no, Lovdev. Yeah. And then it kind of stuck.
So they call you Love.
Lovdev. You're all right, Dave. You're all right, Dave. One woman said to me, she goes, oh, look at him. He's got a Brummie accent. He's like a little brown chocolate boy with a I don't know what she was expecting. Yeah, but
hello, my name's Dave.
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook, also on Twitter at @LBarpaga, or you can just Google my name. My podcast should come up. Check that out.
Nice. Well, thanks for coming on.
You're welcome, dude.
And I'd really like to have you on again when I've got this podcast up and running again properly, and I've got an actual show sorted out. I'd love to have you on again.
Yeah, definitely, man. Just keep recording your podcast episodes. That's all you got to do.
That's it.
Make time. 1 day a week. Done.
Yeah. Jal, as they say. Done.
So lazy. Yep. Thanks for having me on, though, Tharun. Appreciate it.
No problem, mate. All right. Speak to you soon, man.
All the best. See you later.
Bye.